Good afternoon, my dear student, especially my class 10th student. Today I am going to discuss about decomposition reaction. Hope you are all fine and keep studying. Okay. In last video we discussed about combination reaction. See, decomposition reaction is just the opposite or a vice versa of a combination reaction. Okay. In last video what we discussed about combination reaction, two or more reactant combine with one another and they form a single product, right? But in decomposition reaction, what will happen? Just opposite of it, a single product undergoing the breakdown, or we can say a single product will break down, a single reactant will break down and form a number of product. That is called a decomposition reaction. Okay. So, see here, decomposition reaction is a type of a chemical reaction which a single compound is break down into a one or more element or new compound. Clear? Here AB is a, suppose AB is a type of a chemical, okay? And when heat, sunlight or electricity we are providing to this chemical reactant, it will break down into a two product. It will break down into a two part, A plus B, and we know that product are written on the right hand side of the arrow. So A and B are the product, AB are the reactant. A and B, two product, will come after the breakdown of a AB. That is called decomposition reaction. What is the meaning of decomposition? Decomposition means decompose, right? So decomposition reaction is a type of a chemical reaction in which a single compound break down into two or more, one or more element and give a new compound. Clear? Okay. Now come to the next topic. It is written here that I already told you. It is just opposite of a combination reaction, right? Another thing is given here. The reaction often involve an energy source such as the heat, light or electricity that break apart the bond of the compound. What is given here, ये हम लोग आगे वीडियो में डिस्कस करने वाले हैं कि decomposition reaction are divided, they have a types, how the different type of decomposition reaction. What is the basis of their classification? Their basis of classification is nothing on which source the reactant product is undergoing the breakdown process. On that basis, decomposition reaction are divided into different types. Right? We will discuss later. One example is given here. See here. The digestion of a food in our body is an example of a decomposition reaction. How? Because when we are eating a food, right? We are taking a food. What source we are taking? We are taking a carbohydrate, fat and protein, etc. When carbohydrate, fat, protein, etc. decomposes into a simpler substance, means it is an example of a decomposition reaction, right? And when these substances further react, releasing large amount of energy which keep our body working, means carbohydrate is a type of a complex substance. When it undergoing inside our body, breakdown process will start, or we can say digestion will start, and it will break down into a glucose. This is an example of a decomposition reaction. So we can say in our body also decomposition reaction is taking place. Clear? Now come to the next slide. Here given the three types of a decomposition reaction. Okay. Decomposition reaction are classified into the three types. First one is thermal decomposition, second one is electrolytic decomposition, and third one is photo decomposition. Let's try to understand what is the thermal decomposition, why decomposition reaction given an extra name thermal here, why electrolytic, why photo, what is the meaning of this? Now come to the next slide. When we're talking about a thermal decomposition reaction, see here. In thermal decomposition reaction, one example is given, decomposition of a ferrous sulfate. First of all, what is important here? Why am I representing so much picture in this slide? First, you know how the bottle of a ferrous sulfate look like in the chemistry lab. Okay. When you open this bottle, you will get a crystal of this type. These are the crystals of a ferrous sulfate. Okay. We can also tell ferrous sulfate is a type of a salt. Like sodium chloride is a type of a example of a table salt, or we can say sodium chloride is also known as a table salt. Similarly, these type of a crystals are also known as a salt. इनको हम salt भी कहते हैं. तो ferrous sulfate हमें बॉटल के अंदर इस तरीके का दिखेगा. Right? We should know. हमको ये पता होना चाहिए कि ferrous sulfate कैसा दिखता है. Okay? If we make the solution of this ferrous sulfate, solution will look like this. Solution ऐसा दिखेगा. आया समझ में? Okay. Now come. यहाँ पर जब हम लोग practical करते हैं, that is the main thing important for class 10th. Activity is very much important for the class 10th. That I telling you again and again. See, one activity is given in your NCERT. Breakdown of a ferrous sulfate, right? See, in this test tube, ferrous sulfate is there. Green color part is given in the bottom, right? Means in this test tube, ferrous sulfate is given there. In this ferrous sulfate, if we are heating this ferrous sulfate, hydrated ferrous sulfate, it will convert it into a brown precipitate, and sulfur, some gases are coming out of the test tube. We can analyze with the help of odor. What type of odor coming? With the help of a smell. These gases are SO2 and SO3, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide, and green color ferrous sulfate is converted into a ferric oxide. Clear? See, so what type of a reaction? One thing I want to tell you, what type of a reaction is going on here? Decomposition reaction is going on, and what is the result of this decomposition reaction? See here, a chemical equation is given here. Ferrous sulfate, I used the word ferrous sulfate, hydrated ferrous sulfate. What is the meaning of hydrated ferrous sulfate? FeSO4 plus 7H2 means water molecule are also present there. Right? That is the meaning of a hydrated ferrous sulfate. So hydrated sulfate, when we are giving a heat, what we are giving? Heat. You should take the idea we are giving a heat with the help of a burner, right? When ferrous sulfate, hydrated ferrous sulfate is heated, then ferrous sulfate and water molecule separate with each other, right? Now, again we are heating a ferrous sulfate. This is non-hydrated one, or we can say anhydrous ferrous sulfate. In this, now water molecule is not present there. When we are heating anhydrous ferrous sulfate again, this anhydrous ferrous sulfate is converted into a ferric oxide plus sulfur dioxide plus sulfur trioxide. What we saw seen on the last video, that sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide are coming out of the boiling tube, right? And this green color precipitate means ferrous sulfate crystal is converted into a brown precipitate. Means this brown precipitate is a ferric oxide, and the order coming from the test tube, these are because of a sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. Means we can say that ferrous sulfate is broken down into a ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. So this is the example of a decomposition reaction. So what kind of a decomposition reaction is? It is a type of a thermal decomposition reaction. Because why thermal? Because heat is required to break down this compound. So when heat is required to break down a compound, then we are telling that this is a thermal decomposition reaction. Okay, now another example is given here, decomposition of a calcium carbonate. See, a bowl is given here, glass bowl. Here calcium carbonate crystals are present. They are showing with the diagram above the bowl. They are present inside the bowl. Calcium carbonate crystals are present, right? What is the another name of a calcium carbonate? We already discussed in the combination reaction, limestone, right? When calcium carbonate is heated, it will convert it into a calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So this is also a example of a decomposition reaction. This is a chemical equation of decomposition of a calcium carbonate. Now, another example is given here, decomposition of a lead nitrate. Decomposition of lead nitrate activity is also given in your NCERT. See, first of all, see how lead nitrate is look like. When you open a bottle of a lead nitrate in a lab, you will get a white powder like a substance. Okay, this is a lead nitrate. If you are going to make the solution of this lead nitrate, you will get a clear solution. This is the solution of a lead nitrate. Now, hold the boiling tube with the help of a pair of a tongs, like they are showing in the diagram how they are holding a tube in which lead nitrate is there. When you are holding the lead nitrate tube, test tube, and start heating in a burner, what you will observe, some brown color of a fumes are coming outside of the test tube. Okay, they are showing in this diagram also. Some brown color of a fumes are coming outside of the test tube when we are heating a lead nitrate solution. So these brown color fumes are because of are fumes or of a nitrogen dioxide. NO2 is the formula of a nitrogen dioxide. What is the chemical equation of a activity performed? The chemical equation of activity is given here, PbNO3 2. This is the formula of a lead nitrate. When we are heating a lead nitrate, we will get a lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. So this is the also example of a thermal decomposition because here heat is required. For class 10th student, one thing important here, please see the reactions carefully. Reactions are very important for you, right? Balancing the equation, I already upload a video on balancing the equation. You first see how we are balancing the chemical equation, so you will get an idea how we balance the chemical equation. And most thing, you should remember what are the symbol of different element, like lead is representing with Pb, and nitrate, what is the formula of a nitrate? NO3 minus, this is the formula of a nitrate. Nitrate has a valency of a -1 and lead have a valency of a 2. So when lead and nitrate combine with one another, what formula we will get? These are very important. You have already learned in class 9th. If you have learned very well, then no problem in writing the chemical equation. If you have not learned, please once again you will read it. How we can balance, how we are writing the chemical formula, how we are balancing the chemical equation. If you have a doubt, please comment on a video. I will explain once again so you will get an idea. Okay, now come to the next type of a decomposition reaction, that is electrolytic decomposition reaction. What is the meaning of electrolytic decomposition? Decomposition reaction is nothing, it is only a breakdown of a product, breakdown of a single reactant into a one or more product. But here electrolytic means we have to break down the reactant with the help of electricity. That's why they are giving another term, new term, electrolytic decomposition reaction. Here one example is given here. You see, electrolytic decomposition may result when electric current is passed through the aqueous solution of a compound. कभी भी हम कोई भी हमारे पास एक्वस कंपाउंड है, सॉल्यूशन है, और उसमें हम इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को पास करें तो वो एक इलेक्ट्रोलिटिक डिकम्पोजिशन रिएक्शन वहाँ पर हो सकती है. जैसे यहाँ पर इलेक्ट्रोलिटिक डिकम्पोजिशन रिएक्शन का एग्जांपल दिया है वाटर. Electrolysis of a water, right? In electrolysis of a water, when they are passing a electricity on water molecule, it will convert it into a two product, or we can say two gas are coming out. One is hydrogen, another one is oxygen, right? So this is an example of a electrolytic decomposition reaction. Now come to the photo decomposition reaction. Photo decomposition reaction is nothing, it is a type of a decomposition reaction. Here also one reactant break down into two or more reactant. Only difference is that here breakdown is occur with the help of a sunlight, as you see in the diagram. They are putting a silver chloride. This is the formula of a silver chloride, AgCl. Silver we are representing with the Ag, right? When silver chloride, they are putting a silver chloride under the sunlight. After some time, this white color of a silver chloride is converted into a grey color silver. Means what is happening here? When we are placing a small quantity of a silver chloride in a watch glass under the sunlight for some time, the crystal slowly acquire a grey color. When white color of a substance is start converting into the grey color, we can understand that here decomposition reaction is going on and it is completed, right? Silver chloride is converted into silver and a chlorine. Clear? Okay. Here another example is given here for decomposition reaction, means photo decomposition reaction. Decomposition of a silver bromide. Silver bromide, when they are giving a sunlight in the silver bromide, it is converted into silver and bromine. This reaction is used in the black and white photography. Okay. One thing most important I want to tell you here, why are the decomposition reaction are mostly endothermic in nature. Just remember what I discussed in combination reaction. कॉम्बिनेशन रिएक्शन के साथ हमने एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन भी डिस्कस किया था. एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन में हमने क्या देखा था कि कॉम्बिनेशन रिएक्शन में जब टू और मोर रिएक्टेंट कंबाइन होकर एक सिंगल प्रोडक्ट बनाते हैं और वहाँ से हीट निकलती है, इफ़ एनर्जी इज रिलीजिंग, देन वी आर टेलिंग दैट दिस इज अ एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन. एक्सोथर्मिक मीन्स हीट इज रिलीजिंग, हीट इज कमिंग आउट. What is the meaning of endothermic reaction? Endothermic means heat is using. We need a energy to form a product, right? So mostly जो decomposition reaction होती हैं वो endothermic in nature ही होती हैं, because for the breakdown of a reactant they need a heat, light or electricity. When we are providing heat, light and electricity, then a single reactant converted into a product, right? So we can tell that mostly decomposition reaction are endothermic in nature. Hope this video clear you about the decomposition reaction. Wherever you are facing a problem in understanding a decomposition reaction, please comment on the video and share your doubt. I will clear it. Okay? Thank you and have a nice day.